Morning students, today we are going to study a new lesson in civics, that is chapter 4, electoral politics. In this lesson, there is given a box. In that a newspaper report is given, and the newspaper report states that, or it is given that, the incident which happened in Haryana. In Haryana, in one of the chowk, many people were sitting and waiting for a leader. In the midnight, they were waiting longingly to see the leader. And the leader was the leader from Haryana Sangharsh Samiti. In order to put their demands, or in order to present their demands, they were waiting in the midnight. Whenever the vehicle passes, they stand up and they think that it is their leader. But actually, after a long time, the vehicle comes and they meet the leader. So in this newspaper report, the leader, who was that leader? The leader was the person or the leader of Haryana Sangharsh Samiti. He was known as Chaudhary Devilal, and in 1987 he became the Chief Minister of Haryana. After winning the election, his Lok Dal party won majority votes and he became the Chief Minister of Haryana state. And in his when he was doing the election propaganda or election campaign, he presented the voters that, or he said the voters the agenda that he will waive out the loans taken by the farmers. So many people have given votes and the party won the election. And soon his the MLAs from that Lok Dal party, and they have under Chaudhary Devilal, he became the Chief Minister. And when he became the Chief Minister, he had kept his words. Means he had followed his words. He had waived out the loans for the farmers. So this was one of the incident, and through this incident we can understand that Chaudhary Devilal, he was representing a party. Which party it was? It was Lok Dal party, and through the election, the process he came as Chief Minister, that was election process. You have seen, or you have many times you have seen the election campaign, right? So election campaign, when the election campaign is going on, they put forward many agendas. Agendas in the sense what they will do when they will win, or when they will win, or when they will get the chance to rule. Then what they will do, that agendas they put forward. Like these agendas are their policies and programs. So that policies and programs they do during their campaign. So this is the example of, this is the example through which we can understand how the election happens. There is no election, what would happen? Who will form the government? If there is no election, who will form the government? Which party will rule? And who will hear the people's demand? Right? So you have seen many types of election. In the previous lessons, you have seen referendum, and you have seen one party system, and through the party in China, one party system, they win the election always. So you have seen many such examples. Here election means it is the mechanism through which the representatives are elected, or through which the representatives, they contest the election and the people select them. And suppose if the people or their demands are not fulfilled, they can change that representative even. So this mechanism of election, through the mechanism of election, people can even change the representative. So election is very much needed in a democratic country. So that in this lesson we are going to study in detail about election. And election give many choices for the voters. Let us discuss what are the important choices for the voters. First important choice for the voter, that is who will make laws for them. The choice voter gets through election is who will make laws for them. Second thing, that who will form the government and who will take the major decisions. Who will form the government? Through election, we can come to know which party, which leader form the government, and they can take the major decision. Third important thing, that voter gets a choice of which party or which policies, which party's policies will be followed, and it will guide the government to make the laws. So which party's policies, I have told you that their policies will be there to remove unemployment, then to give houses for the houseless people, or to another one, that to remove the poverty. Many such policies will be there. For each party it will be different. So which policy will work out? Through election we can come to know. So voters get many choices through election. First thing I have told you, that voters can get the choice of who will make the laws for them. Second thing, that who will form the government and who will take the major policies. So who will form the government, that is very important. Next thing I have told you, choose the party. Who will make the government, which party can make the government, and to guide the which party and that policies to run the government and to make the laws. This is another choice that voters. Next we have to study about the next topic, that is what makes the election or an election democratic. What makes election democratic? There are few points. So election should be democratic. What makes the election democratic? Let us analyze. First thing, that everyone should be able to choose. Everyone should be able to choose in the sense every voters have their own vote, and that vote have their own vote. One vote for one voter, and their vote has equal value. Okay. So nobody's, everyone's votes have equal value. So every person or everyone should be able to choose. That is the first one. Means every voter above 18 years in India, they should get the chance to vote. Second thing, there should be something to choose from. Many parties are there. In India, you can see many parties. So if every parties are contesting the election, the voters should get a choice of the policies of each and every parties. So every party's policies should be different. So there should be some choice. So choice in parties, choice in the policies, choice in the candidates, these all give for it should be there in a democratic election. Third thing, that this choice should be offered at a regular interval. Regular interval in the sense, after 5 years, one party form the government. After that 5 years, next election takes place. So after every 5 years in India, election is conducted. So this is after during the regular interval, election should be conducted. That is the next important feature of a democratic election. Next thing, that candidate preferred by the people should be elected. More votes which party or which candidate gets, he should be elected. So that gives a democratic approach. So candidate preferred by the people should be elected. This is another important feature of the democratic election. Last thing, any malpractices, fraud, corrupt, cheating, such malpractices should not be there. So free and fair election should be conducted. That is the next point. So here we have analyzed 5 points that shows the features of an election, democratic election. What are those? First thing I have told you, election should be or the voter should be able to get a choice. Second thing, there should be something to choose from. Third thing, choice should be offered at regular interval. Fourth thing, we have studied that candidate preferred by the people should be elected. And the last one, free and fair election. These are the things that today we have studied.